Now she's saying to reporters, I believe that the coverage has been unbelievably sexist, and I cannot believe that the press would have treated another senator with 20 years of experience as they have treated me. To millennial blogger Allie Stuckey. Allie, I have great respect for the senator, but here's where I'm at a loss. How is it sexist to say that it looks like she could have been duped?
Right. Well, it always pains me to hear a fellow woman, especially a woman as strong as Senator Collins, cry sexism in the midst of very legitimate criticism. Yes, she is getting flack from both the left and the right, but that is the price you pay for being a moderate. You know, the left is mad because she is voting for a bill that repeals the Obamacare mandate. The right is mad for her general, maybe perceived lack of conservatism and presenting offsets to repealing the Obamacare mandate. So both sides have legitimate reasons to have beef with Senator Collins that really have nothing to do with the fact that she's a woman. I mean, if you look at the press coverage of other congressmen over the past few months, there has been significant criticism towards McCain, towards Rubio, towards Corbyn, towards Flake, bipartisan criticism. And so her accusations, to me, they really don't hold up.
You know, I understand the frustration because you can make the argument, all right, maybe a deal was made. You could turn that around and say, no, I made this as a standalone issue and the belief that down the road we're going to address some of these problems and inequities and the health care thing or whatever. But I don't think that's driven by the gender of the senator voting for or against, you know?
No, absolutely not. I don't think it has to do with gender. And, you know, she's right to defend herself. She has had a significant impact on this bill.
Absolutely.
She tried to pass the offsets that she promised through the House. That ended up failing. And so she's absolutely done a lot of hard work, and I commend her for the experience and the success that she's had. But to then throw out the sexist cards, that's not going to win her any points with the right or the left.
You know, I'm surprised she didn't hearken back to the fact that she, from a low-tax state, fought very hard for her colleagues in high-tax states for the so-called SALT issue, this state local tax thing, when she could have just said, it doesn't matter to me, I'm in a state that really isn't directly affected by that, but she didn't.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You're absolutely right. And she used that as a defense. However, I just think that reverting back to the gender portion of this, it doesn't do her any good. Like we've already noted, she's had a lot of positive impacts on this bill and as her time as a senator. If you want to defend yourself, you can go back to your record rather than pointing back to the fact that you're a woman and maybe you're being treated unfairly for that.
Yeah, I like what you said, though. When you're moderate, it comes with the territory, though. You're going to tick off people who lionize you at 1 minute and then hate you the next. I mean, wasn't that long ago that, John McCain was vilified when he ran against Barack Obama, that he was a sellout and all of this? And quite rightly, in retrospect, we realize, as we should, and appreciate not only his service to this country, what he's been through, but all that he has done since. And now he's a hero. But you have to remember that comes with the territory. And that, by the way, comes with being a politician, period.
Absolutely, and congressmen have experienced that. Flake has experienced that. And these are congressmen, by the way, that they're waffling or going back and forth I don't necessarily agree with. But I see exactly why they're getting criticized by the left when they do something that is more conservative, and then why they get criticized by the right for doing something that's more liberal. And then to throw any sort of identity politics language in there, I just think it dumbs down the conversation. We're no longer able to have an intellectual debate, which I think that Senator Collins is usually very good about doing, but unfortunately, I think that she's kind of stooped to a new level of low.
You just said that to me because I'm a male anchor. I mean, that's what you just did there. No, Allie Stuckey, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Good seeing you again.